What's up, Rodders? What's up, gangsters? What's up, hustlers? Real life G, real life man that's trying to get their life right. So I was talking to one of my partners, man, and we discussing, different things about like people we know. And I know homies that literally don't know nothing else but the aspect of gang life, politicking, the hood life, because they've been doing it their whole life. Like it's a revolving door that basically is always gonna be there, and if you are any type of individual that's got caught up for certain situations, you know what I'm saying? If you're a type of individual that got caught up behind the street life, bro, and you go do a stretch, you're gonna get out to that same mindset, because of the simple fact is, what's in there? You go straight to politicking in there. When you're on the yard, you follow the program. There's not following the program. So you're around that shit in there in an environment that makes you 10 times worse. Or you really on that front line, on the main line, and you're pushing the politic aspect where you learn and you mature. I got homies that 35, 40 years old, and they get out here and they don't know no other aspect, because they never picked up certifications, they never picked up job ethic, work ethic, because all they know is being in the hood. So when they get out and there's a space of time, they don't know. I mean, life don't stop because a motherfucker's in prison. Shit continues. Shit constantly goes. So by the time you're 35, 40 and you get out and you haven't seen society in a minute, you're going to be lost. You're going to feel like you behind. And then majority of motherfuckers are going to break, because of the simple fact is they don't know any other way to get bread. And you have to get bread to survive out here, or be a bum, or go homeless. So that's the thing about it is. But that's no excuse. Like for an individual like me, that's no excuse, man. You gotta get up and you gotta get out there and know what you worth, and push for what you worth, and separate from motherfuckers that's not gonna fucking allow you to get to that situation. Because this is the thing, you might be a grown-ass man, but when you got them motherfucking negative surroundings around you, you're gonna stay stagnant. If you around motherfuckers that ain't about shit, you gonna stay stagnant. And we got to talking about, certain homies, because I got homies that just, still with the shits at 35, 40 years old, still motherfucking tripping, still active, still pressing lines, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, what motherfuckers don't understand is, this is the thing, man. This was a thing that was brought up in the YouTube comment too, in the YouTube channel. And a motherfucker really was trying to preach that once you're in, you're always in. And to a certain extent, that's very true. Because of the simple fact is, if you was really kicking up dust and you got enemies, them motherfuckers ain't caring about peace. If you was really pressing lines on motherfuckers' heads, the fools that you were pressing on lines down the road, unless they got their mind right, they still gonna press the line when they see you. So you can't get away from that shit. You can't get away from that shit. You're always gonna be forced to be brought it back into that shit, because if fools have a hatred because how you got down, if they seen you at any kind of threat, when they see you, it's gonna be on sight. There's no getting away around that shit. Even if you have kids, even if you have family. That's why a lot of motherfuckers that come from that aspect have to leave their natural habitats, have to leave their natural hoods. Sometimes that takes you to leave a whole state. Sometimes that takes you to go to city, because you got to get away from that shit. Because in your city, it's a trap. It becomes a trap because motherfuckers don't care about your humbleness. But we was also talking about too, man, when it comes to the labels of different things, there's a difference between being a gang banger and being a gang member. That's two different things. And the motherfucker that honestly try to tell me that once you're in gangs, bro, there's never not being a gang banger. You're always going to be active. That's false. Off the simple fact is there's levels to gangbanging, bro. There's levels to this life. There's levels. That's why you have baby G's, you have YGs, you got Pee-wees, you got OGs, triple OGs, because there's levels, bro. If you got to being 35 and 40 years old and you still ain't made a name for yourself and you still ain't got them stripes, if you're 35 and 40 and you've been in this life since you was a teen and you ain't already in fucking establish yourself as a leader, you got to start rethinking your priorities, bro. If you don't have something to offer these youngsters, and if you got little homies and you ain't pushing them in the right direction, what kind of character are you, bro? What kind of person are you, bro? I'm not going to be 35, 40 years old out here telling the homies, let's go hit all these licks and shit, bro, and knowing that there's better ways to make bread, there's better ways to do things, bro. You gotta elevate, bro. You gotta elevate. This is 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that other shit, bro, staying stagnant and, doing shit when you was 16, like, that's not a good look for anybody that's 35 and up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real shit, bro. Like, you gotta know who you are and you gotta know who you are and you gotta set that fucking leadership and that presence, bro. Like, I will always be a member of the organization, but I don't gotta be out here fucking being active. I already paid my due, but when it's time to ride, it's time to ride. That's just the bottom line. Let's get it. Your boy Sevlo spoken, man. Y'all gotta get your mind right, man. Real shit. Let's go.